I want you to ask yourself a question in full 100% transparency. Does the version of you that you want to be, the ultimate part of you, the 10.0 character, does that man exist? Is it possible? Do you honestly believe that the potential that you see in your head, because I know you see it, there's no question about it. You ask somebody what they want with their life or what man they want to be or any of their goals, and they always say, I don't know. And they're full of shit. You're 100% full of shit if you say you don't know. You know what's in your head. You know what's in your mind, but you do not believe it's possible. But one-on-one, man-to-man, right here, you and me, does this version of you truly not exist? Does this version of you truly not exist? He does. So, watch this. This is how I literally changed my life forever. The question of potential is something that people always have in their head. But from experience, from becoming one of the best stunt riders in the country, starting my own business, other things that have happened in my life with parenting and marriage and spiritual development, all these other things, I know that the man that I always saw in my head that I wanted to be, that potential was certain. He existed. But I didn't believe. So how do you bridge that, right? Because if the potential exists, it's certain. It's for sure. It is 100% a possibility. The potential exists. So where's the gap? The gap is the belief to be that man. Okay? Now, most people think because the journey is rocky, right? The journey is uncertain. The risk is uncertain. The vehicle is uncertain, whatever vehicle you choose or whatever the goals you have. The journey in itself is uncertain. So they start to convince themselves that the potential is uncertain, which is a complete lie. The potential is true. The potential is certain. It's the man that doesn't believe. And I'll give you an example. Like I said before, I became one of the best stunt riders in the country over the last 10 years. And on that journey, I realized that this gap between the rider that I wanted to be and the skill that I wanted to attain and the sponsors I wanted to work with, the gap that I created with the lack of belief to be that rider was all my own doing, right? And this is being broken down by the work that I put in and the evidence that I received that things were possible by getting the results, by putting in a lot of work. But what I want to do for you guys is it took me 8 years to be able to gain, the balls just to be able to command what I believed my potential was, because I was riding because I loved it, right? But I wanted results. I wanted to be able to make money from riding. I risked my life and I gave this bike everything. I wanted to make money from it. So when I decided I wanted to start making money from it, things happened instantly. But there was an 8-year gap where I just kept telling myself, if I just keep riding something's going to happen. If I just keep riding, something's going to happen. If I just keep riding, something's going to happen. It never happened. I had to go command it. Okay. So again, was the potential for me to get sponsored by EBC and get handbrakes and parts and helmets and jackets and all these things. Looking back from day one, and imagine this, you're at day one or you're just in the middle of the journey and in the middle of the adversity during the journey, the potential always existed. The man and the rider always existed. But my belief had to catch up. So even when I was actually that guy, right? So at year 6, year 7, even year 5, I was that guy. But my belief still wasn't caught up enough for me to go and ask, the world for the results that I wanted to take. So there's a couple things here that some of you guys right now are actually that guy right now, but you don't have the energy and the balls to go get what you deserve. And 2, you're at day 1 and you don't believe that your potential even exists. And let me tell you, Again, ask yourself that question to the deepest depths of your core. Does this man truly not exist? And that answer deep in the deep depths of your heart has to always be no. I know it. It has to be no. I started my business 3 years ago, my videography business. I quit my job with $7 in my bank account. 7. Stay-at-home wife and a son and another baby on the way. No plan B. And all the things that I learned all the way from stunt riding, from starting from nothing and making something out of this, the injuries, the court cases, like all of these things that I fought and battled tooth and nail, blood, sweat, and tears, crawled my way into making something out of this. I knew that I could apply that somewhere else. Again, I saw potential manifest based upon belief. So when I quit my job with $7 in my bank account, a stay-at-home wife, and a son to feed, another baby on the way, I knew that I could take that same idea and apply it somewhere else. And again, a lot of you guys, you've conquered something. You've survived something. You've made something out of nothing, but we compartmentalize these principles of our own that we've discovered and think, oh yeah, well, I was good at that. There's no way I can be good at something else. Or I'm highly skilled in an area, but there's no possible way I could do anything other than this. Same idea. Does that man truly not exist, or do you not believe in the potential? Because I always believe that the potential is certain. It's the convincing of the man that has to happen. I started doing videography almost the same time that I started writing. So before I started my video business, there was a 8-year gap before I started the business. Why? Why do we have this gap? This is the second mistake people make. They wait for evidence in the world to affirm their potential. You ever heard somebody say, you have to be delusional to make these things happen? You have to be delusional to make these things happen. I waited, not cautiously, but reserved. I was very reserved in getting results for my video business, which then prolonged my belief in my potential. Because I waited for a result to see, okay, I can do this. Okay, yeah, I'm worth this. Okay, yeah, I can charge that. 8 years of waiting for something to happen to affirm the person I wanted to be. If that man already existed, the 8 years is a waste. And this is what I want to do for you right now. Do not waste 8 years of your life not commanding the world to be and affirm the man you want to be. He already exists. Step into his frame. This is what I teach my guys in my program. The man that's sitting across from this camera right now, how would he sit if he was where he wanted to be? How would his shoulders be back? How would his hair be cut? All of these things. What would his energy be like? How much money would he make? All of these things. You make the decision from the frame of that man before you are him. Why? If you continue to think, act, move, and process the world how you see it right now, you will forever stay the same. So there's the gap. The gap between the man you want to be, the potential, and the belief in between is delusion. And that's where nobody wants to sit. But all you have to do is be delusional enough to move yourself towards the potential. And then once you see it, it's game over. It is absolutely game over. There's nothing you feel like you can't do. Became one of the best stunt riders in the country. Went on, applied the same exact principle that I'm talking about right now. This might be one of the most important videos I've ever made, honestly. Started a business from nothing, no experience, no business experience. Nobody's in my family's an entrepreneur. Nobody I can talk to, nobody I can turn to. Back up against the wall, no plan B, and make it happen. And then again, go on now to start another business, a coaching program for men, talking about the same things that we talk about right now, helping people change their lives. I don't even know how it's possible, but in between all of those results was literally delusion. That's all it is. If this video resonated with you and you need to talk to somebody, my email's in the description. There's a Telegram link down there for our free men's group. We meet every single Sunday and talk about the same things we're talking about right now. Catch you guys in the next one.